Hello everyone, another week of D&D, and I'm Claire, your GM. Around the table we have...
Ducky as Slayori Moonbeam.
Tainor as Jordan Panchovsk. I'll get that word on day.
Jack as Romulus Shaw.
Cat is a very sick Glory.
Before we jump into this week's episode, here's two character intros, a little bit more in detail.
I'm Jordan, I'm a human paladin, I'm a monster hunter from a distant town. I don't talk a lot about my past. In fact, not really many people know much about where I'm from or what I'm doing here. And I'm a little bit moody and keep myself to myself most of the time.
Slayori Moonbeam is an elf sorcerer. He looks very elfish, with sandy hair and green eyes, and very tall. Previously a hermit, he now drinks to forget what he knows.
Our adventure continues with a mysterious steel ship that broke on Wheeler's Point, with a sailor from Boston bringing with him many mysteries. Our adventurers were seeking the lost crewmen below the ocean to go talk to the Merfolk. On their jump off Widow's Peak, unfortunately they scraped themselves and drew sharks in the water. Now they descend into a misty green light, where they hope to find the Merfolk court and ask a favour from a queen.
Comprehend Languages has been cast by Glory. You see the mystical green light ahead, and as you approach it, two merfolk swim up to you. They are wearing chainmail and wielding tridents. They approach you, sort of speak without speaking. They close their mouth, sort of, if any of you are familiar with subvocalization, where you have your mouth closed, you're like, it's for the mics. But it comes through as a quite loud, sonorous sound through the water. Most of the party is like, what the fuck? It sounds like whales are, pleasuring themselves. You two hear, welcome to the court of Queen Celiette.
Try and bow in the water. Just out of common courtesy, but I can't...
You can speak Aquan underwater. Aquan is a subvocalized language.
I say, hi, apologies for the rude... the unannounced arrival.
You have arrived at the ceremonial time for uninvited guests. Remember, that's why you waited 6 hours for the moons.
Yeah.
We've come from the surface to try and save people from the wreckage, but we need a little bit of a rest. Will you be willing to accommodate us?
By the pact of the wheel, you are welcome in the court of Celiette. We will take you through to see her.
Thank you very much. And I give another bow.
Okay.
I will also give
You
of indicate the others that we should.
Tom sort of looks at these characters and he's like, and he's like, he sort of does like a wavy hand gesture over his hips with the thing, and is like, sort of indicating breasts with his hands on his chest.
Can I slap Tom's hand?
Slap Tom's hand.
And can I jump up and backhand him? Round the back of his
You're
head.
in water, remember?
So I swim up.
You don't have to jump anywhere, you just swim up to them.
You're led through into, as you get closer to the green light, you notice a few more guards, and there is a small, not quite a village is the right description, but it's not a city. It looks modest in size. It's hard to guess the inhabitants, but there's loads of shell and what looks like almost like white ceramic buildings, almost bubbles that have been captured in stone, forming the various buildings and such. You can clearly tell apart residences and places of employment and stuff like that. There's clearly a society here, though looming large in the center of the area, and it is where the light comes through very nicely, and it's where the green glow seems to magically emanate from. There is the palace. It is very obviously a palace. It doesn't look like any human palace you've seen before. It's formed of these bubbles of ceramic. It's very strange, but it is clearly ornate. I got the biggest penis in the land. Look at me, I rule here. But apparently it's the queen. Palace design, it doesn't change much. Okay, so you are guided forward into the palace, and you are led in front of the queen. Her audience chamber appears rather long. There is a blue coral carpet that leads up towards her, and she's sitting elegantly on the dais in a throne and next to her is her daughter, adorable princess, with various guards. Again, large amounts of tridents, sharp pointy things, very well armed, and there is an elderly merman off to her left who looks like an advisor character of some sort. How are you approaching the scene?
Curious question, how long is a short rest?
It's like taking a breather.
You're the only one who can speak their language. So.
I approach the Queen, Princess and Advisor and say, thank you for your hospitality, it's much appreciated. We've travelled quite far to be here today, and we wish to continue on our journey. Is there any information you can give us about the wreckage or the people from the wreckage? We'd much like to take them away, if that's okay. Thank you.
We're aware of the wreckage of Seal. Obviously, this is coming through as Aquan, you understand it. The rest of you hear but it sounds rather melodious to you. We are aware of the wreckage of Steel. We have recovered several souls from that watery prison. However, before we talk on what their fate to be, we require a favour or boon from you, as per the agreement.
Depending on the favour, I'm willing to oblige, and I bow.
She indicates her daughter. My daughter, Princess Silkiki, has a fondness for her garden. Her garden is both water and air. However, it is difficult for us to acquire certain plants. There is a small beach cave nearby that the silverbush grows in. If you were able to acquire some silverbush for us and bring it to the moonlit pond outside the cave, we would grant your request.
Okay, we're willing to do that. Do you have any gifts or materials or tools you can give us to aid us in this task? And I bow
Your
again.
retrieval of the bush would be the boon, and the gift we would repay would be information / ability to hand over the people from the steel wreck.
Okay, accept. If I look to...
Well, can we communicate with each other in any way? Like,
Underwater, not really,
Yeah,
unless you
there's
have
nothing-
magic.
I'm more of a case of thinking
Can I do the okay sign and shrug?
Hands and so.
Yeah, I'm trying to indicate do they have a map or something? I'm just sort of going, making wild hand gestures.
My acquaintance here, from what I can tell, is asking me whether or not you have a map or some information.
My daughter and 2 guards can take you to the moon pool just outside of the cave.
That sounds good to me, Your Highness, and I bow again.
The pact is sealed by the moons, both father and daughter. You're led out to the Queen's court, and you're taken. The daughter's very shy and giggly. Tom is just laughing and sort of nudging Jodan and going, indicating
I slap
Luke.
Tom every time he does that. Every time he makes that gesture, I'm slapping him.
Every time Tom gropes boobs he does not have, making suggestive and lewd signals at the princess, you slap him.
I'm slapping him, yeah.
Okay.
So I may not have any regard for royalty, but fuck him for making those kind of gestures about women, though. I'm going to stand up for women. Fuck that shit. Don't be an asshole. If he does it too many times, I may politely remind him I have knives.
No.
I may stab him if he does it
one
too
or two
often.
slaps, and he kind of gets the point. I rolls at you.
At him or both of us?
He's not quite sure if you're a he. You're an elf. He doesn't know his opinion on elves yet. You confuse him, yes. You give him feelings he's not meant to have towards fellow sailors.
He's currently a semi.
Can I just wink at him?
Is he always parking a semi? This entire time he's been parking a semi.
I mean, when the sharks were there, it had retreated a bit.
Yeah.
God, them guys are everywhere.
Considering he kind of died.
I'm not going to make you roll perception on this package. Okay, moving on. You get to the moon pool. As you surface above water, once you are above water, the princess says in common to the 4 of you, "Thank you so much. I have been so looking forward to adding the silverbush to my collection. Unfortunately, it is rather difficult for us to go in there. I should warn you, however, there appears to be a dangerous moss in there that has killed people before."
Moss?
Moss?
Moss.
Have we had our rest at this point?
The weirder of the two options there.
Cool.
Is there anything close by, like a sort of a flower or that I can gift to the princess as a thank you or escort?
You have a herbalism kit, right?
Yes, I do.
Give me a perception roll, and whatever your perception is, roll twice. And take the best roll.
Roll 20.
Roll the d20, add your perception, and take the best of the two rolls.
17.
Okay, so total
Plus 3, so 20.
plus 3. You find a delicate moon daisy and give it to the princess.
Yay.
Thank you for escorting us.
Tucks it into her hair.
Guts moves.
Ahead of you, a cave is in the sea wall, and it stinks of rotting fish and flesh.
Gross.
So we're out of the water.
Wow.
You're out of the
So
water.
I'm switching to my longsword instead of
Okay.
spear.
And Tom walks up to you and is like, "Good going, short stack."
I think he might just fall over immediately.
I'm going to slide up next to Tom and go, little word of wisdom for you, mate. When you're in someone else's home, you don't then insult them. Don't make those gestures.
I mean, like,
They will kill you.
point, but like, where I'm from.
Don't care. They will kill you. And possibly us too.
But why did, like, most of them have to be men?
Who cares?
I just look at Tom and go, shh, and push him slowly away.
We will take your magic wand away.
Okay.
In our world, you behave. If you don't behave, you have no wand.
Okay. Let me keep them on.
Just in case he was wandering.
Oh.
That was the opposite of wonderful, by the way.
A short rest. You can do that once a day. Okay. Give me perception rolls.
Passive perception?
Normal perception, because like you're actively, like I'm assuming you're interested in the dark, spooky cavern you're going into, and you're like actively, you like looking at it.
19.
Wow.
19. Wow. Okay.
14.
13.
6.
13.
You notice shit.
Hey, there's some shit over here.
You two notice what appears to be two moving figures inside. They appear to be quite hard to see. FYI, Tom and Jodan are the only two without dark vision. With that great roll, you notice two skeletal figures moving inside of the cave.
Skeletals.
Do you inform the party?
Yes, I do inform the party of the skeletal things.
Wait, they're actually moving?
Yeah, they're moving.
But not dead.
No,
Cool.
they might be
I'm
undead.
gonna pull out my scimitar.
Could anyone... Oh.
Okay.
I sit on a rock and sulk for like 5 seconds.
Hey, be careful of moss.
Can anyone do anything about the light situation in here, guys? Possibly.
Because you are newer players, I will remind you common sense applies. Skeletons are definitely there's a kind of weapon you want to attack skeletons.
Are the skeletons holding any weapons?
You
Can
can't
you
can't see them.
I can't, but
You can just make out two skeletal forms.
By the way, I'm just doing the divine sense because we're walking to an unknown area.
You can roll divine sense if you want.
Cool. Well, I might as well. I mean, I would do it because I haven't got a clue anything else is going on.
We haven't engaged in combat.
Haven't engaged in combat. He has told you, Moonbeam has told you, that there are two skeletal figures inside the cave.
Okay, guys. Before we do anything, considering some people are struggling to see in here, and we are in a dark cave, give me a minute to cast bonfire.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. A bonfire will be quite a big light and potentially alert the things in the cave.
That's fine. At least everyone will be able to see what they're attacking.
But what if these super evil skeletons that will never...
Well, no, we have to attack in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do my fireball. Not my fireball. Produce flame.
No. That'll be good to start a bonfire, but I still think we need the
No,
bonfire.
bonfire is like a proper bonfire. It's not like
it's
a
not a
campfire.
campfire, yeah.
It's a
It's a
bonfire.
big fire.
It's
like...
big enough to burn a person alive.
Ew, okay then.
It's a pretty big fire.
Yeah.
Should we just do my produce flame? So
No, I mean, a beach bonfire is good light to see by. It will definitely illuminate the cave. It just means that they will notice the bonfire as well.
Yeah, do it. We have the element of surprise, and we will be able to see them come.
Okay. Divine sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a slight echo of one of your party members. She's got a slight whiff of the fiend on her.
No.
Don't know who I could possibly mean. And while you are doing that, you clearly pick up the 2 skeletons that are moving inside. You don't pick up anything else.
Oh, all right, cool. About that, just so you know, it applies to consecrated or desecrated objects and places. Just so you know, it's like crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool power. Okay, and I'll just mark off one of those till my next long rest.
Am I still creating a bonfire? Is that still?
Yeah, no, you're creating a bonfire. That GM has said you're doing it. Okay, so unless anyone does anything before the bonfire goes up, the bonfire goes up.
Before the bonfire goes up, are there any small, like, crabs or anything? Like, small... No small animals.
Cave is the stench of death, and things stay away from it.
Oh, great. Can't speak to anything.
Thus, I'm going to set fire to everything.
So, bonfire. Once the bonfire is blazing enough, it's quite obvious that you see the 2 skeletal forms. However, they don't appear to want to leave the cave. The cave is not large. Once the bonfire is burning, you can see the interior of it. It's perhaps 60 feet by 30 feet. But there's these 2 skeletons.
Shall I take the helm guy? Or do we want to just pelt them from a distance?
Can I throw my trident at them? Does anyone object to me?
No,
just...
you've done things about weapons. You
Yeah, but this isn't at any of us. This is at skeletons.
Maybe throw something you can throw again, like fire?
Yeah, flame.
Yeah, throw fire.
Yeah, but then
and
I've
throw
got to
again.
produce it, and then I've got...
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
but
not
you
coming
have
out.
time. You're not in combat.
They're not attacking us.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm going to pull out one of my javelins. I'd like to toss a javelin.
Okay, can I get everyone who is ranged attacking at the same time, please?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Witch bolt.
Witch bolt. Okay, so witch bolt on... Okay, there's 2 skeletons. I'm going to call them lefty and righty. Who are you attacking?
We'll go left, you guys go right?
Yeah,
okay.
Or should we just nuke one outright?
Yeah, let's nuke one. And
Yeah.
then...
Let's go for righty.
Yeah.
I don't like his political standpoint.
Right. Let me just point out a small problem with your plan there is you guys always pick on one particular creature and then never take it down in one go. So you did that with the sharks as well. It's 3 of you ganged up on one shark, took you ages to take it down, and then one shark with full health took all of us down.
Right, what are you saying here?
You're saying nuke one person, I'm saying nuke and go for both of them.
We can't nuke
And then at
both,
least
that's the thing. It's...
No, if you 2 are focusing on one and us both are focusing on another, at least we can do some damage to both.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're saying we can mitigate by having one completely dead. There's only one that can attack full stop.
Yeah,
But
and then
we
we
might
can't-
I know,
attack
and I'm
it
just
when
pointing
go.
out that plan has failed every time
Yeah,
we've
but we
done
were
that.
every time before we were outnumbered pretty much straight away. Like the shark incapacitated 2 people straight away.
Well, we
They were
don't know how
not the shark.
strong this thing is, so I would say
We're also doing it from a distance. It's not like they'll have the initiative. We're just going to nuke one, and then one comes towards us.
keep both occupied so there's not like one being able to storm us while the other one's being under attack.
Shall I stand slightly ahead of the group? So we'll nuke the one guy, and when the other guy moves, he'll just come to. Like I'll be the closest thing for him to come to.
I'll stand next to you.
But before we attack, can I run slightly towards the mouth of the cave and put my rope from my explorer's pack about a foot off the floor, so that if the skeletons do come out, they trip over the rope?
I mean, you might spark off an actual attack at that moment. Like they might be waiting for someone to get close to the cave as opposed to in the cave.
They also might not leave the cave because that's something we saw.
We
okay,
don't know.
I won't use my rope.
Should we just nuke one and see what happens?
Yeah.
No, let's nuke both. I like this plan a lot better now that I figured out.
Oh, but I thought we just discussed that the destroying one immediately is probably a good idea to just reduce the amount of damage they can output. If they both get to do an attack, that's worse than only one getting to do an attack.
Yeah, but we'll have to take it out completely and make sure the other one can't run at us while we are engaging this one.
Well, eventually we can have potentially 2 of them attacking at the same time instead, as we like whittle them both down.
Jack, I would allow you to roll a disguise roll to set up a tripwire trap with your rope if you want.
The fact that they've seen the bonfire and they're not walking towards the mouth of the
Okay,
cave.
the thing that we clearly established before this, the bonfire is currently being set up. It sounds like you guys are going to do a volley of range attacks. I asked nicely to please for you all to coordinate your volleyed attacks because it's kind of obvious to all attack at once. But I kind of just want everyone around the table to say if they're attacking lefty or righty, and what are they attacking with.
Should I set up a quick trap, just in case?
The trap might be a good idea.
Okay.
Especially if they can't die.
We don't know yet.
No, I know. That's why a trap will be
Okay,
a good
what
idea.
do I know?
Just in case they can't die.
Do I know anything about skeletons?
You can give me a religion roll.
Oh, 22.
Skeletons are generally created by bad magic of one sort or the other. They are always lawful evil, hence why you can detect them, because they stench of death. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning. They are immune to poison. They do not get exhausted. They tend to carry a lot of the counterparts of when they were alive across to when they're dead. There's a bunch more stuff I could tell you that you generally know from lore about how skeletons are animated and stuff. As a monster hunter, you'll have a bunch of this. Low-level skeletons, i.e. skeletons that haven't been created by powerful magic, are usually pretty damn weak. They tend to have dark vision because they don't have eyeballs anymore. Vulnerable to bludgeoning.
So they can be killed. They can
yeah.
be killed. Don't worry, they can be killed. And they're quite weak. Can I tell that they're quite weak level ones?
Depends on the magic used to create them, but generally speaking, and based on the Divine Sense read you got off them, they are weak.
Okay. Can I set up my booby trap? My tripwire? My trip rope?
You're just doing it on the beach then or something? Or...
As close as I can to the mouth of the cave without getting into detection.
You make a judgment call. Okay, roll me the deception roll.
+1.
18.
+1, 18. Okay, the trap is set. Ranged attacks. Please, everyone tell me who is doing what ranged attacks on lefty or righty.
I'm doing witch bolt.
Javelin.
Just throwing a flame, which is 1d8.
Crossbow.
Everyone roll their attacks, please.
Oh wow. Natural 20 plus 4.
Okay, so if you roll a natural 20, roll again,
Yeah.
and if the second roll hits, it's a crit.
Second one's a 6 plus 4.
Second one misses, so it's a hit, but not a crit. You hit
For 5.
on lefty or righty?
Lefty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we went for lefty, right? So yeah, I 24 to attack, so I'm sure that's going to hit. That's going to be
With what again?
with my javelin.
Javelin.
Yep.
Javelin
So
flies across.
5 damage.
Gets zapped with the witch bolt. He gets hit with a javelin. Okay, 10 damage. He's bloodied.
13, so it's as in
13 hits.
7.
7 damage.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Nice.
But unfortunately, you did all attack one target, so...
Yep, so mine would have hit for 7.
Okay, so Lefty is down. Initiative rolls for everyone, please.
4.
11.
8.
Romulus, you go first with 16. The skeletons are about 40 feet away from you.
40.
Yeah, 40. Skeleton, singular. Yeah, I mean, the other skeleton's there. It's just in a heap of bones.
I can't throw another tiny little flame ball, can I?
No, because you need to produce it. It takes a turn to produce it.
Well, I'll produce the flame.
Okay, you produce a flame. Tom stands forward slightly. He moves forward slightly, and he readies himself in a defensive pose. That doesn't mean he changes his initiative. He just takes a defensive posture, so they have disadvantage if they attack him.
I'm gonna put another bow in my crossbow.
Move action, and for your action, you can stand defensively. That's one
Yeah,
of the
sure.
defensive stance. Okay.
Because I know skeletons, how fast do these guys generally move?
Depends on the skeleton. Human skeletons typically move the same as humans, 30 feet.
So 30 feet, so we're 40 feet, so I know
No, Tom is 30 feet.
Tom's 30 feet.
He moved forward and readied himself
Tom,
in a defensive
goddammit.
stance.
I'm going to throw another javelin. I have 5. I'm going to toss another one at him.
They're recoverable, FYI, so make a note. Unless you roll a 1.
Okay. Sorry, Tom. Sorry.
Unless you put a scimitar in stonework.
21. So I think I'm
Hits.
going to hit him. And I hit him for 8.
8 damage. He is bloodied.
I don't know how a skeleton bleeds. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Sorry, bloodied is a expression to say they're half health. His bones are hanging off, and his structural form does not appear to be holding very well. Let us just say he's having a Monday.
Just another manic Monday.
9, so he does not spot your trap. Dexterity save to see if he trips. He trips and falls on the rope.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay, so that's his action, and he's currently vulnerable.
Is Righty still moving?
Right, he's still moving. He means he's prone on the ground and waddling around like, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff and do 1d8 damage.
Okay, it's
So-
bludgeoning.
The quarterstaff is +3, so that's 11.
You miss.
Oh, darn.
Oh no, wait, he's at a disadvantage, so you roll
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, okay, I rolled twice.
And take the higher of the two, because he's at disadvantage.
14 then.
14 hits.
And I hit him for 8.
Damn.
You hit him for 8 and destroy him.
Woo!
Okay, the skeletons are down. They're there on the...
And we also used better tactics this time
Yes,
as well.
we did. We
Yeah.
actually talked before we attacked.
Yeah, good with the yeah.
I mean, I did something useful!
Why didn't you say
Everyone, I did something good!
Why didn't you set a trip trap for the sharks? I can't believe you. Why would you?
Okay, let's, go get this princess her, bush.
I retrieved my javelins.
Tom tries to high-five you.
I don't understand what he's doing. I wave back.
Before we venture into the cave, can I throw the flame I've currently got just to see if there's anything deeper in there?
Yeah, you throw the flame. Roll perception. Actively searching.
8. Oh wait, in fact, that's 11.
That's 16.
16.
Wow.
You notice a silver bush towards the back of the cave.
The JJ. The Jazzle.
You also notice something purple on the floor.
He's spending too much time
So-
with Tom.
I can see what the princess is looking for, but I don't like the look of that purple shit. So, I would be careful
Okay.
if I were everyone here. Considering our track record, I would be very careful.
What track record? What do you mean? I hold up my shield and approach tentatively towards purple thing.
It's on the floor.
Yo, I have to still approach it. It's not like it's underneath me immediately. I have to move in its direction.
You get about 30 feet away from it. It's just looks like a purple fungus.
Oh. Oh, wait, isn't the moss a problem?
It kills things.
Yeah, don't touch
Should
it.
we try fire? I don't know.
But the bush.
The bush. Oh, this is awkward. Don't miss?
How precise is a fire spell?
Depends on the fire spell.
You throw yours like a baseball, don't you? Can you be really accurate?
I underarm.
Of course you do.
I never learned how
I think your overarm's probably
He
the same
does
as
a normal throw roll on it.
Because his daddy wasn't around.
Any ideas?
Mage hand and grab the bush.
That would
That might
work.
be an idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that one because it's a cantrip, so it should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
easy.
Mage hand can lift about 5-10 pounds.
And
so
now you just dig in and grab some of the
you can't lift out the entire bush, but your mage hand can break off
a few
branch
saplings.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cuttings.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying.
Yeah, you grab it, take
Yeah.
it.
I will
Yay.
also do the same.
You guys grab some silverbush.
Cool.
You managed to avoid the violent fungus.
Can I offer to touch it with my
Please don't touch things.
You just came up with a clever party method of avoiding the violent thing that the people warned you about.
That little snippings, could I touch with my druid craft to make them blossom a bit more into nicer bushes?
Oh,
So that the gifts are sweeter.
that's so sensible. Yes, you may do that. That's lovely. Sorry, I just assumed with the party's track record you're going to do something stupid as fuck.
What's this bubble?
No, we all had the same
I'm not
thought.
touching you. I'm not touching you.
It was actually to make...
So Tom sees you guys doing that and he's like, "Oh, tool! Let me try." He pulls out his wand. He's like,
Can I produce flame in my hand and start
You can use up all
screaming
your magic
as if he set my hands on fire?
"Roll deception! Roll deception!"
So roll your d20.
Ooh.
What's your deception?
Deception is +1.
So 11. How
He,
smart?
he glares at you. He's like, "Burn, bitch."
I like this sassy new tool.
It does telekinesis, not flame. I know how this magic shit works.
Yeah, I think he's just used all his magic up for the day. That's all.
Yeah, that is.
Like, I warned you, Tom. It
No,
may not be his
no. Like, I get it. It does. I know. I'm working up to it. I'm working my wand.
Yeah.
But, telekinesis. I know. I understand this magic. You ain't jazzing the out-of-towner.
Tom, are you a religious man, Tom? Do
I mean, like...
you believe in a higher being?
A guy goes to church on Sunday because, that's the higher thing. But, whatevs.
Do you believe in a higher being?
I mean, push come to shove.
It's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, remember all those rude gestures you were making earlier? God saw those. God can punish you by taking the magic away.
Yeah, but, don't you guys have, magic gods?
Yes.
Yes.
They
And
also
they
saw you
also-
make all those rude gestures, and they can also take all your magic away.
And they talk to the other god to take your magic away.
Like, I deliberately made a pact with a very bad god. It doesn't matter about how many rude gestures I make. He don't give a shit. He gives me magic. It's all good. These two, however, I don't know about Elfie McElfson here, but these two definitely made pacts with good gods.
Wait, so there's more than one way to get magic?
Yeah.
This person was born with it. We got what we needed.
You come up to the princess in the moon pool. I'm assuming Romulus presents Princess Silkiki with her silver bush.
Her 2 silver bushes.
Her 2 silver
No,
bushes.
I didn't give you mine. I'm not giving
I
you mine.
give you.
Did you not give you his bush to stroke? Did you not give him your bush to stroke to
No,
life?
it's for my own game.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
As long as you're taking care of your bush.
I give the princess 1 bush.
You give Princess 1 bush. She is very grateful.
Every bush has a silver lining, apparently.
Every silver bush.
Ah, my eyeball! Oh my god.
For the microphone record, Docker just poked Tay in the eye for some reason.
Fingered my eye. What the hell?
No one knows why.
Oh, yeah, no.
Accidentally.
Some of us would like to know why.
Some people have strange kinks.
Yeah, jeez, man.
I thank you so much. There were 8 crewmen we were able to recover, and they are currently in our care, but they are unconscious. We can give them over to the land if you wish, but we fear that the bone ship has spirited away their souls. There were 4 crewmen who were conscious. However, a great white dragon came to our court and requested that we release them to his care. We did this last night. The dragon has not been seen in these seas before. We do not know his name. I would like to present you all with Medallion of Friendship to the Court of Syl. And to you, good sir, she produces a short sword. This magical blade as a token of my thanks.
Thank you.
And additionally, I apologize that we made the deal with the dragon. Please take this small token as my thanks. And she hands over a small bag of gems worth 230 gold.
Oh, nice.
Who does she hand that to?
Hands it to you because you're the representative, but I'm assuming you're going to split that.
We will murder you. We will murder
I
you.
put my gauntleted hand on your shoulder and we thank you, princess.
Do you still understand what's being said?
She's speaking in common because she's speaking above the water.
Okay, I will split it.
Evenly is the word you're looking for, I think.
Yes.
Romulus.
You can.
We
You
all
can
get
split-
we all get
oh,
50 each, but Tom gets
30. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Right.
The short sword, FYI, is a +1 short sword. It is made from parts of a dragon.
Ooh.
Don't lose this one.
Don't steal this one.
Don't.
It was once wielded by a great hero of the Merfolk.
It only works underwater.
Better not die.
Yes.
What do I roll for this?
Oh, no, sorry, you're not rolling anything. I'm just telling you
No,
about
I
the
mean, sorry,
answer.
the damage. What's the dice?
A short sword is 1d6. Because it's magical, it's 1d6 plus 1. And your attack roll is whatever it would be with a melee weapon, but plus 1. It sings a melodious tune whenever you swing it, similar to that of the speech of Aquan.
It's just the Aquaman theme song. Every time.
But it is loud, so it's not a stealthy weapon, because it sings the song of the sea. So yes, you're presented a dragon bone short sword, magical +1, that sings the song of the sea whenever you sing it or swing it, and it is made of dragon bone.
The princess retreated into the waters. Our adventurers stood on the beach, looking at each other and wondering what was next. And with that, they returned to the court with the news of the surviving sailors, with their souls taken away by the bone ship and their bodies traded with a white dragon from the north. And with that, we will conclude this week's adventure. Again, sorry that this episode is slightly shorter, and I am aware of the audio quality issues. This was from our second session recording. We have been drastically improving as we've been going. And as always, if you're enjoying this, subscribe, comment below, tell us what you think. We are trying to improve this all, and I'm excited to share the tale of our campaign with you. And so with that, I'll leave you, and this is Claire signing off, and I'll see you in a week.